It was all smiles for Prince George Mackenzie Liberal Pat Bell and Prince George Valemount Liberal Shirley Bond.
Well, I am absolutely thrilled with the outcome. It looks like we're going to have a very significant margin of victory.
Bell says the work begins now.
And we've got to work through very, very challenging economic times in this province. It's going to be a tough go over the next few years.
Highway 97 South was closed for several hours and traffic was significantly backed up due to a motor vehicle accident that took the life of an 80-year-old man. Prince George RCMP say the closure near Red Rock was due to a motor vehicle pedestrian accident. Sergeant Pat McTiernan lays out what happened.
In the early hours of the evening tonight, we had a pedestrian that was walking across the highway here on Highway 97. We had a commercial transport unit that was heading northbound, struck the pedestrian, and we've subsequently had the pedestrian is deceased.
Sergeant McTiernan says the clothing worn by the deceased is a big issue with this investigation.
That's one of the things we're looking into. The pedestrian was clad in dark clothing.
My mother had it, my father had it, my late husband had it.
Well, I lost a brother and a father, and some good friends.
My best friend died. She had breast cancer.
I lost my uncle.
My grandma had breast cancer, and then my grandpa had prostate cancer.
It's everywhere.
Cancer touches everyone. Too many people know how it feels to hear a loved one has been diagnosed, or worse yet, has been diagnosed themselves.
I guess it was a year ago, December, I learned that I had uterine cancer.
It's that time waiting to find out what is wrong that's probably the hardest.
While it may start with a simple diagnosis, the journey can take many turns. But the Prince George Regional Hospital is currently missing a piece of the puzzle.
This unit right now doesn't do radiation.
From a classroom to the halls of the Prince George Regional Hospital, doors are opening for medical students in the region.
I think that there's so many more opportunities with the Cancer Center up here for me career-wise.
Now medical students are hitting the books, so when the time comes, they'll be ready.
The Canadian men's sledge hockey team has a couple of extra set of eyes on them. A film crew has been with them since June, preparing a documentary on Canada's best sledge hockey players.
It's a story about their quest to become world champions, but it's also a story about what's it like for a disabled man to kind of live in an able-bodied world.
They've been averaging about 2 weeks a month with the players and have shot 80 hours of footage. It was a tournament last year around this time that sparked McElvride's interest. These athletes are trying to achieve the picture-perfect dive. Diving is the second competition at the BC Summer Swim Association's Provincial Championship. The 1- and 3-meter diving boards are being used for this event, which only has a few divers.
We've got 18 divers here. We've got 13 from Simon Fraser.
There is a plan in place to get more divers involved in the sport. Tim Hempsel loves to fly around the ice. He's hoping skating will someday take him all the way to the Olympics. This year he's already been to a meet in Calgary where he had a chance to see a former local high-performance skater and also a record-setting performance.
Last weekend I was in Calgary watching Corey Rasmussen and Liam McFarlane doing his unofficial world record. It's just insane to watch them